This is Saturday Morning Mysteries.
And we're your hosts, Alexis and Grace. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Morning Mysteries, where we're your hosts. I'm Alexis.
I'm Grace.
And we are continuing the arc of the good old, wonderful Magic School Bus. Magic School Bus. We're riding again for 2 more episodes, doing a little bonus here before we start our holiday arcs, our end of the year arcs. We had a couple of spare weeks before October starts, but it is officially September. And Grace, this is the first time we've recorded since September started. So actually, I've not been able to address to you how excited I am that it's fucking like fall now. We're in the season. It is cooling down, kind of. Actually, it's like 92 degrees in DC today. Whatever, ignore it. But other than that,
70s here in Oregon.
Yes, the other day it was in the mid 70s, and I was feeling it. I was like, I can put on a hoodie if I want to, and I won't be overly uncomfortable.
On right now.
Exactly, and I just cannot wait. I need to go get some new Halloween decorations, start freaking fitting this whole place out.
Yes,
so
beautiful. I will say. We were at Costco earlier this week, and I obviously checked out the Halloween zone. But around the corner from the Halloween zone, they had Christmas shit out. And I was pissed. I was like, I'm going to unplug this light up Snoopy.
I literally would be like tearing that shit down.
I was like, you give Halloween the respect it deserves.
Do you not understand the true meaning and spirit of Halloween?
Look at the light up Oogie Boogie Man. Respect him.
I have not heard the Ghostbusters song play enough times to see any Christmas decorations around here.
Hell no. Feel good. Yes, I'm also thrilled. I'm ready to be cozy, to put some chunky knits on, to just, be so cozy. It's supposed to like we've got a couple days this coming week here in Oregon where rain's gonna start, and I don't know. Y'all, if you've listened to our podcast for the last couple years, I don't know. I feel like that we come alive during the holiday arc because it's the fall season. We're also winter babies. Like this is where we thrive, basically. Yes. So yes, I'm also
like we're coming out of our shells.
Yes, exactly. We truly are our summery shells into our full greatness and spookiness.
Yes. Witchiness, etc., etc. You know the vibe. You know the thing.
We'll talk about it. You know the sitch. Yes, but as you said, until our holiday arc of Halloween, nebulously fall, and then wintertime.
Yes.
Arcs, months, we are doing Magic School Bus, and today is my final episode of this arc. And we kick off my final episode staying the closest that any of my episodes have actually been, I'm pretty sure, which is right in Walkerville. I guess we stayed
finally
Haven once, but I don't know if that was in Walkerville.
Oh, that's true. We don't know where that was. We never really got that much. Yeah.
It could have been in England with Michael York. Who's to say?
This is so true.
Not me. But specifically, we are downtown in this episode, which is season 4, episode 12, called In the City. And I think it's one of the last episodes, actually, one of the last couple episodes of the original arc, or original series. Yeah. So, downtown, in the middle of the skyscrapers and big buildings, like many, many cities, like New York City, there is a zoo in the middle of town.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yes. The kids are here and they are having an excellent time checking out all the animals. We've got a bunch of the kids. They're looking at cute little foxes. Like there's a little fox family. Tim, especially, our artist, our soft soul, is obsessed with them. He's commenting of like, isn't it amazing that we can access a zoo? And like, we would never be able to see these wild animals because we live in a giant city, Walkerville.
Wow.
The metropolitan urban jungle that it is.
Watch your step in Walkerville. Watch where you're walking in Walkerville. It's a big, scary town.
Big, scary city out here, kids.
Yeah.
So yes, Tim's amazed. They wouldn't see any other, they would not have the chance to see such animals except for the zoo. And everyone generally agrees that they are lucky to be able to access the zoo. We also have some kids, I think Dorothy Ann and Carlos. They're looking at some, our favorite, we talked about them on the show before, peregrine falcons. We talked
Oh,
about them during the
yes.
Inspector Gadget arc, who are diving from a cliff that was like built in their habitat. And then we've got Wanda and Ralphie. They're over there watching some cute little family of possums hanging from a tree that's in their habitat. And again, they're all generally talking about like, this is incredible. We love these animals.
Yes.
But it's I have a moment of confusion here because it's closing time at the zoo. Like the zookeepers are like, okay, good
Closing
night, kids, and it's
time.
nighttime. And
You
the
don't have to go home,
but
but
you
you
can't
can't
stay
stay
here.
here.
And the reason I'm confused is because it's fully nighttime and the kids are walking out and the Frizz now pulls up in the bus and all the kids are like, oh my God, Miss Frizzle, what are you doing here? So like,
Were they just in the zoo by themselves in like the night in this big dangerous city of Walkerville? Roaming the
where are their
streets of downtown,
parents?
walking the streets of Walkerville.
They're not those streetwise kids like in Hey Arnold. What are
Yeah.
they gonna do on these streets?
Yeah. Although, oh man. Okay, random sort of tangent, but Frizz's class versus Arnold's fourth grade, Mr. Simmons' class, who wins in a fight? The
Oh,
Frizz's class easily. Like,
first
hey,
class
Arnold's
has
class has
had to survive some shit,
yeah.
you know?
And like I say that as someone who is actually afraid of Mr. Simmons' class and Hey Arnold too. Like there's some scrappy kids in there, but
Yeah.
Miss Frizz's students have seen some shit.
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like you would expect, yeah, Mr. Simmons' class to like kick their asses. Yeah, they're scrappy. There's some tough looking kids
Yeah.
in there, but
And they're
Miss Frizz's
bigger, I
class
think.
would be like, would like look at the scene and then they'd be like the math meme of like all the numbers floating around, and then they would like pull one like plank and like a Rube Goldberg machine would fall.
Yeah.
Like the kids, Miss Frizz's kids wouldn't raise a fist, but they still would kick their ass of any other class
Exactly.
through
It's
science.
it's like there's a joke among comic book readers of like Batman can win any fight if he has prep time because he's like the smartest man in the DC
Yes.
universe. So it's like, oh yeah, the Frizz's class can win anything if they have prep time at
Yeah, they
least because they
see
can
5 minutes.
exactly give them 5 minutes to scan the room, see
Yeah.
what tools they have at their disposal. They'll think of something.
Yes, agreed, agreed.
Anyways,
But yeah, so I'm confused about this, but then the kids like get on the bus, so maybe it also was a field trip. It doesn't really matter, but it was just confusing to me. But whatever. They get on the bus, they tell the Frizz about their time at the zoo, and Arnold sits there and is like, actually, that was such a great field trip. This was just your normal, standard, run of the mill, normal, standard field trip, field trip. Miss Frizz, Miss Frizz, and all of the other kids are like, "That was so nice! Wow!" Arnold, paranoia setting in.
he's like, no, this can't be true. Something's wrong. Something's off. Nothing ever goes as smoothly and this enjoyably.
Like he is tweaking out. He's just like, "No, no, this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true." And Tim says aloud with a laugh, like, guys, could you even picture foxes being in the city? And as he says this, Arnold literally snaps towards him and spins around. And he's like, Tim, take it back, quick. Tim, you gotta take it back, Tim. You gotta take it back.
Don't say, can't you imagine? Don't say that.
Don't say it, man. Don't say it, man. But it's too late. Arnold was right because Frizz, she gets that glimmer in her eyes, that twinkle of her
Oh no.
earrings, the glow. And she says, well, Tim, actually, we can all picture wild animals in the city, in fact, if you just look a little closer. And with a button press, we see everything spin and shapeshift until everyone, including the bus, has been turned into an animal.
Oh goodness. Oh, oh wait. Oh no. Are they as cursed as the last time they turned into animals? Oh
Alexis, I have a whole
no.
paragraph about this
Okay.
because
Okay. I'm scared.
here's the thing. I think somehow the animators, they took my notes from last time. They
They
took my
time
notes.
traveled.
They heard your suggestion of like, why can't you just have one distinct, like keep the faces animal faces and just add like a distinguishing feature? You know, I will say the distinguishing feature is still a little weird because it's like their hair, but it's as if you just have like a fox with a wig on. It just looks like a normal
Oh,
animal. It's not horrible.
okay.
Like people put
Well,
little
okay,
wigs
yeah,
on their
that
dogs and it's silly and fun. You
yeah,
know,
that's exactly. It's like,
it's
okay,
that.
that's true. I've seen that on Instagram before. I'm not totally against this.
Exactly. They still have like full animal faces. I do think maybe like I'm showing some bias because I think warm-blooded creatures tend to be a little cuter than the cold-blooded ones. So
Yeah,
maybe like that
fair.
inherently made me think that they were a little cuter to start with, but like it's better. It's a lot better.
You're like, no,
It's
but trust me, it's an
but just
improvement
trust.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I
I
was just so
mean, I feel like
traumatized. My bar was lower.
yeah, I do feel like it's probably easier to make a warm-blooded animal like a human look
Yes.
like another warm-blooded animal like a dog
Yes.
or I don't know, bird,
Fox,
whatever,
yeah.
any number of the fox, whatever, than it is to make it look like something with
A lizard.
scales and
Yeah,
like,
snake.
long fangy teeth. Although I guess foxes do. Well, I don't know. It's
Well, no, yeah, yeah. I see what
yeah,
you're
they're
saying, and you're right. You're
it's
correct.
exactly. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited to see this, but
It's
yeah,
better.
just
It's an
still a little
improvement.
scarred from our last little venture
Trauma.
into the Frizz's class being yeah, our last trauma
Yeah.
of the Frizz's class being turned into animals. That I'm like, okay, all right, we'll see where
Yes.
this goes. And
I
I
was
think though,
worried.
as a kid, this was a dream scenario. Like, God, I would love to be a dog or something. Are you kidding
Yes.
me? Or a
Turn me into a
cat
little
or
cutie pie.
whatever. Turn me in a squirrel. I would actually love to be a squirrel.
Let me just
Like,
gallivant around
they
this
have the
city
best
as a little
ability.
squirrely.
Exactly. Climbing
Don't you think?
trees. Yeah, like how much fun. Yeah, well, nibbling on your food,
Cause
using
some
your
terror? Like,
opposables. Yeah.
yeah. Let me just hop tree to
But as
tree,
an
live in
adult,
a
I'm
little
scared.
tree. Yeah,
Yeah.
reptiles a little scary to become a reptile.
Yeah.
If you're not in the heat or you gotta regulate the body temperature.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder.
Exactly. It sounds a lot harder. Too much work. Too
A cute
lazy.
little
Don't
possum
want to do
though.
it.
If I get
Yeah.
overwhelmed, I'm just gonna play dead. Done.
Exactly.
Just like I do as a human.
Yeah. Get to hibernate at some point,
Ah,
probably. You kidding me? Just
probably.
stuff my face and then fall asleep for months. That's
Ah, my dream
doesn't get
scenario.
better. Yeah.
So,
So
yes, it is way better. I'm glad you asked because I was gonna, yes, address it. Yes,
good.
due to our past scarring and cursed animals. So we have Ralphie, Wanda, and Keisha. They're all possums. Dorothy Ann and Carlos are the peregrine falcons. Tim, Arnold, and Phoebe are all foxes. The Frizz is a little raccoon. It's a little chunky
Okay,
raccoon.
girl.
It is so cute.
Aw,
I'd
I
love to be a
love
little
it.
raccoon.
I wonder if
Um,
that says supposed to say something about her personality too, though. Like they could choose a lot of
oh
animals and they
yeah.
chose a raccoon.
Right. We
I
saw
don't
the other
know.
three in the zoo. We didn't see a raccoon in the zoo. Probably because they
Yeah,
escaped. They would have escaped, I bet. Raccoons,
that's
they be
true.
tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't hold them down.
You can't hold them back. Just as a side note, we do have raccoons in our neighborhood, and we recently saw a little baby raccoon scurrying around, and they're just so fucking cute. Yeah, I love
I
raccoons
love raccoons. I don't
so
care what
much.
people say. You can never make me hate a raccoon.
Yeah, I was like,
I
what
don't
do
think.
people say? Nothing. I don't hear
Yeah,
them.
that they're trash diggers. Like
Yeah.
so.
And I'm
You well,
like,
you're
takes one to
trash
know one.
looking. How about
Yeah.
that? That takes no one. Yeah.
Yeah, either way, we're
Take
saying you're
that.
trash if you don't like raccoons.
Basically. Huh. Raccoons must love you because you look like trash
Yeah,
yourself.
you probably just hate
So
because they're all digging up on you, you piece of trash. You pile of
says more about
trash.
you than them.
Yeah, you hunk of junk over there.
Uh-huh.
But don't forget, I said the bus also turns into an animal. And in
Oh
this
yeah.
case, it turns into a black bear. It
Oh.
it still kind of looks like a bus. You know, last time it was like the alligator bus situation. It's a black bear,
Yeah.
but we know it, we kind of know it's still a bus.
Okay.
But naturally, everyone starts to freak the fuck out because they are now wild animals loose in a city. And remember, these kids don't think these animals exist in the city. They're like, I guess we're gonna
The
die now. Like, I guess we're gonna get shot.
the villain of this episode is animal control, like chasing them down, thinking
Or
that
are
the
they the
kids are
villains?
rabid.
We're gonna find
Yeah.
a rabbit.
Yeah. They're like, we have to protect the city. There's a horde of like 9, 10, I guess, including the bus animals
Just
running
running
around the
loose.
city. A black bear. There is a
A black
bus-sized
bear.
black bear.
A bus size. It is a normal black bear size, but there's still a black
Okay,
bear in the
good.
city.
But there's black bear elements. Okay, still.
And Alexis, I would like you to put a pin in the black bear of it
Okay.
all. Okay,
Okay, gotcha.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe two pins, maybe a few
Because
pins
it's so
of it
big.
all.
Yeah. It
It's so
needs
big.
multiple pins.
It's in the
Yeah.
hustle bustle and city of Walkerville.
Yeah.
You know, they're used to muggers, not black bears. It's dangerous on these streets, but not like this. So
Oh man, the police are about to clean up. Anyways, all right.
the police are about to have a day. So a surprising day.
I know black bears are, and maybe you're gonna get to this. I know black bears are like the more friendly of the bears,
They are.
but like, how funny would it be to see the bus like attacking a police officer, like chasing after them? Like, oh yeah, the police are having a day. She's gonna be like attacked and mauled by a bear, by a raccoon. The frizz.
A raccoon. Yeah, the raccoon's rabid with frizz. Alexis, I'm gonna need you to put a pin in the fact that you said the raccoon is the one attacking. Okay. A pretty long pin, but a pin nonetheless. Okay.
We'll get to it. All right.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
So Carlos, though, he's being the voice of reason here. He's being a little falcon, and he's like, okay, y'all, like, we're not in trouble. It's okay. Like, we just need to like find some shelter. Like, we're in the middle of the street right now. We just kind of, or like the sidewalk right now. We just need to like pull off to the side, calm down, talk about what we can do. And like, including, I'm thinking right now, what about just getting back on the bus and becoming human again? Like, what if that was just our solution here?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hungry. I want dinner. Yeah.
Yes, I'm hungry. I want dinner. Let's just go home. But right as Carlos is saying all of this, they see some people on bikes who are barreling down the sidewalk, and everyone pretty much instinctually, without thinking, obviously it's definition of instinctually, everyone scatters. Like all of these kids slash animals, they hit the deck, scatter. Like falcons take to the skies, the possums jump in a tree, the
scurry off.
A raccoon like leap behind a fence into a nearby yard. So,
oh no, because now also these kids are getting like separated in the middle of the big city. Okay.
Yes. Right. And Alexis, what also gets separated is the bear bus.
Oh,
because they all poke their heads back out and the bus is nowhere to be seen anymore. So
it'll turn up.
You know, just listen for the sirens on the news. Listen for the helicopters screaming overhead of this big city.
Yeah. Follow the noise of the sirens and helicopters.
Yes. But, you know, people are going to use their strengths right now. They all reemerge. Luckily, they find each other. And Dorothy Ann and Carlos decide to take to the skies to try and get eyes on the bear, aka they're the Falcons. And they think it couldn't have gone too far, which is both very smart to, yes, get the perspective from the group, but is also very bad because they didn't say, okay, you guys stay here. Like, there needs to be more of a plan. Luckily, it does work out right now. Frizz keeps everyone there, but I had a moment of being like, y'all are definitely all going to get lost from each other. Like, things are good. At some point, things are going to go downhill, and I can tell already.
Yeah, a lot less than ideal. This is,
yes.
Okay.
You're worried.
Right. I am really worried. I'm really worried.
You're correct to be so.
Okay.
But luckily, they do get eyes on the bear, and it is beelining it right towards downtown, where there are restaurants and alleyways full of dumpsters. So it, like you said earlier, is hungry. It's hungry. It's going for the food. So yes, of course, everyone is even more worried than they already were because this bear is headed right into the most populous part of town, and it is a bear. So
hungry.
It is
a bear.
Hungry bear. They're worried about this right now.
Yeah.
And as a side note, very interestingly, throughout this field trip, the transformation of like these kids into these animals, like no longer, like it's not just like a physical transformation. Like throughout this episode, like they are like going wild, like slowly but surely. Like as soon as the falcons say that the bear is going downtown, the three foxes just dead sprint that direction. There's no talking. There's no like, what should we do? The foxes are like, well, we gotta go get him. Let's go. And they just like sprint. And like more and more things keep happening that like are becoming more animalistic and like worrisome if they can't get back on the bear and become themselves again because they're just gonna go full animal here.
It'll be like our last show that we're still mentally recovering from, Animalia.
Don't even say it.
I didn't want to, but I had to.
Honestly, for a second, I was like, what show? We've only done Magic School Bus for the last 8 months.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
What you're talking about? We did Kim Possible before Magic School Bus. I don't know what you're talking about.
Animalia is a repressed memory for me now.
Yeah.
I'd like it to stay repressed, please.
Yes, that's the last time we'll ever bring it up on this podcast.
Ever. Get that name out immediately. So, yes, I don't really know what the fox's plan is here, but they, sprint down. And the falcons, Dorothy Ann and Carlos, like fly up and start yelling at the foxes to slow down. Like, no, like the others can't keep up with them. And Tim, like, immediately yells back at the falcons, like, it's not my fault the possums are so slow. And they continue running. So they're like abandoning the rest of the class. Like,
damn. Again, more animalistic. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the foxes are a pack, and that's all that matters to them anymore.
Yeah.
But as they're running, they do halt in their tracks as a real possum scurries out across the road and stops at like a trash can on the other side and starts just nibbling away at, you know, like a little apple core on the ground or something like that. And this like shakes Tim for a second because he's like amazed of seeing like an actual wild animal, not just, you know, one of his classmates as a possum.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Seen a possum before? What kind of animal is Tim? Is he also?
He's a fox.
An opossum. Oh, he's a fox too. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
He's one of the foxes who was running off.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yes, Tim is like, oh, not only do I see this wild possum here, but like, this possum is obviously thriving right now. Like, it's a chonky possum. It is feeding well and on the reg, essentially. And yes, Tim is like surprised by this information. But the possum quickly dashes away and climbs up a tree as a dog starts to bark, like a big old dog starts to bark, and then sees the foxes and starts barking even more aggressively and rips away from its owner and starts chasing the other wildlife on the street, aka these three young foxes.
No. Oh gosh. Gosh.
This
kids on the run.
Foxes on the run here. So, yes, our three foxes, Tim, Arnold, and Phoebe, now have to dead sprint down the street to get away from this dog who's trying to eat them. And they run into a yard where they're able to find a shed that like has a very small like hole in the wall of it. So it's small enough for these three young foxes to slip through and like run into the shed. But it's too small for the big dog to get through. And luckily, as the dog is like barking and like pawing at the wall of the shed, the owner is able to run up and get the dog and pull it away.
Okay. Control your dog, man.
Hey.
Wait, can the kids still talk even though they're animal? Like they're speaking. Like I wonder if other people can
but I don't
understand
know.
them.
Yeah, I don't know if humans can understand, but that would be very funny. Like,
how fucking hilarious! Control your dog. Like a fox says that to you.
Sticks the head out. Hey, you better control your dog. Train your dog.
Yeah,
this is the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault.
It's exactly
They're handling your dog
like
here.
Shaming the owner, but it's a fox. Like what the hell? Oh man, would have been funny.
Actually, a good question, because that also could have solved probably many problems and also equally created so many problems. You know?
Yeah. Be like, oh my God, these animals are talking. Breaking news. Animals claim to be fourth graders from Walkerville Elementary
And then like the following story, breaking news, entire classroom disappeared. Which, have you seen that? What's that new horror movie?
Weapons? Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I just saw it a couple weeks ago, or like right when it came out.
No, I listened to it. Oh, it has a side note.
Oh, good, so we can talk about it.
Alexis. So, for folks who don't know, I can't watch scary movies because I'm a scaredy cat, but I listen to another podcast called Too Scary Didn't Watch, and they recap them. And as they were recapping the Weapons movie, they were trying to describe the lady, the red-haired lady, and one of them was like, so it's an evil Miss Frizz? And they just refer to her as that the rest of the movie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why? No, that's ruined it now. Actually, no, it checks out.
It's
Oh
pretty funny.
man.
She was evil.
Yeah, she was. And boy, oh boy, well, I don't want to spoil anything,
Well, too
but
late. We already said. Sorry about it.
yeah, but there's still a lot that
There's a
you didn't
lot
give
more
that much
spoilers we
away.
could say, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
shan't.
there's a lot more going on in there. Interesting,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yikes.
Go see Weapons, guys. Very good
Yeah.
movie. Or listen to Too Scary to watch their
Yeah.
recap of it because yeah, very good.
Because if you're too scared like me
Anyways.
to actually see it. So, anyways, yes, the whole breaking news, the whole classroom's gone.
They've all disappeared. All the students in Miss Frizzle's class
Gone.
disappeared. We know
Bus
who suspect
included.
number one is. Valerie herself.
Where'd she go? Who's to say?
Mm-mm-mm.
Raccoon claims to be missing teacher.
Claims black bear on the loose school bus.
School bus. Too late, they already shot it. After attacking
It's
forces.
leaking oil.
Yeah. So, yes, the foxes are in this shed, and they do hear outside that the rest of the class, thanks to the falcons who were tracking everyone, has come up outside of the shed. But as the kids are in the shed, they get, speaking of horror movies, a quick jump scare as a giant planter crashes to the ground and shatters within the shed, making all of the foxes, of course, jump and look over. And from behind the planter, where a big plant has tumbled out, including all of its soil, we see not Miss Frizz, but a different raccoon. And this little raccoon, he starts just digging through the soil. There's little worms, there's little bugs, and he's just munching away. He's getting his grub on. He's getting a snack. And he's just, yes, munching away happily. They are amazed that this little raccoon has this little shelter and has this food. He's safe from threats like angry dogs, aka bad owners. But the horrors, they persist as Arnold, his tummy starts grumbling. And again, this transformation is deep. He's like, man, those bugs look good. I bet that raccoon will share with me. So Arnold strolls right up. Arnold the fox strolls right up to this soil and pile of bugs and kindly leans over as if to start eating. He's a moment's away from just digging into this dirt and bugs without a care, especially Arnold of all people to do this thing. He's gone full fox. But the raccoon full on starts like hissing like and like baring its teeth and like about to fight and
back
throw
the fuck
down.
away.
Yeah, with
this
these
is
foxes.
my plate.
Yeah. I found this shelter, y'all, in my territory, my house right now. This raccoon
Also,
standing his ground.
even though the raccoon can like visually see that it's a fox, he just knows. He's like, this is some punk ass little ginger kid. He's not gonna.
Where are your parents? I bet they miss you. Go find your parents.
He knows
Kid. You
this
can't
isn't a
survive out
real
here.
fox. The animals, they understand things. He's like, no, this is some witch's magic or something. This
abomination.
ain't no fox.
The raccoon's
Simply an
like,
abomination.
The raccoon's like, I know that witch Frizzle's behind this. She is not going to try and make me her familiar again.
Not again. Damn it, Liz sent you guys here, didn't she? Liz sent you here.
If Valerie is a raccoon right now, this bitch, she better not be showing up like a raccoon in my neighborhood.
How dare she appropriate my culture again?
Again, this witch. But luckily, yes, the kids, they bolt the fuck out of there, obviously, out the little hole they came in. And like I said, Carlos and Dorothy Ann have gotten the rest of the gang over to the shed. So they're all there, of course, minus the bus. And they reconvene, but the stress is still obviously very high, whereas the bus, also, everyone else is also getting some grumbling tummies. It's dinner time for all of them. Everyone except Ralphie. Ralphie, he's a little possum. He climbed up a little cherry tree and he is just munching away. He is just having a good time. He's like, y'all, there is nature's bounty here. You just got to keep your eyes open and find it. It's all here. And everyone's like, shut up, Ralphie.
Oh, damn. It's like right when Ralphie finally like says some cool stuff, everyone hates
Yeah.
him.
I know. He's
Yeah.
like offering people the cherries. He's like, I'm all the way up here. I'll drop
Yeah.
some down. Y'all want some? And they're like, no, Ralphie. Which,
Right.
like,
It's natural.
damn.
It's free. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
come
filling. It's
on.
good for you, kind of ish, I'm sure. Maybe a lot of sugar, but
Yeah.
like, some vitamins in there, antioxidants,
Yeah.
probs. Yeah.
Exactly. Make milk
Nature's
your
bounty.
day. Nature's bounty, people. Get on it.
Come on.
But yes, part of the stress and everyone's snappiness not only is hanger, wild animal hanger, but also the fact that the sun is setting. So
Uh-oh.
presumably the calls to the local police departments are starting to come in. And the children still have no idea where this bear is. They've lost track of it. But yes, they decide, okay, it is time to like make a full plan now. I think this is Miss Frizz making the plan. They once again decide to send the scouts, aka Dorothy Ann and Carlos, aka our Peregrine Falcons, into downtown so they can try and scope out and find the bear. But
Hmm.
like I said, they're slowly going wild. So
Hmm.
Dorothy Ann and Carlos, they get up to the sky, start heading towards downtown, and they see some other smaller birds flying around, like they're eating some moths that are drawn towards a street lamp. And Carlos
Hmm.
is like, "Oh, Dorothy Ann, I'm so hungry. What if we just get a quick snack on the way, like a little drive by, a little drive through situation?" And
Just a couple moths, real quick to
yeah,
win us over.
yeah, just a quick little nibble. And Dorothy Ann's like, "Ew, no, we're not eating moths." And
According to my
Carlos,
research, that's gross.
according to my research, ew. But Dorothy Ann did not do her full research on peregrine falcons because Carlos is like, the moths? That's not what I'm talking about. And Carlos talons out, dive bombs one of the smaller
Um,
birds because sometimes
no.
falcons eat other birds.
Yeah.
And Carlos is about to snatch it when Dorothy Ann swoops in between them and is
Oh,
basically
thank
like,
God.
"Oh, hell no." Like,
No.
Dorothy Ann's the only one not going wild here. She is getting this shit on lock and under control. She is
God.
like, "Not today, Satan. Not today. We are not doing this." Okay.
Oh
So,
man. Yeah, she just saved Carlos from a murder charge.
yeah, exactly. Which, like, feels complicated to be like, no, don't do it. Because I'm sure, and as far as we know, I don't know if any of these kids are
Yeah.
vegetarian, and also it's just them being animals, but it feels
Right.
confusing.
It's
And
what
like,
animals do. It's
right, and like
natural.
humans eat animals and eat meat, so like I'm sure they've had fowl, chicken and stuff before, but it
Yeah.
feels like this is
I
not our
think it's
place. This is us interfering with nature,
exactly.
Carlos. Okay?
Right. And it's that on top of like the innocence of a child and then
Yes.
turning around and being like, let me
Bloody
kill this little
feathers.
bird. I'm fucking hungry. Yeah. Like, oh
Exactly.
God, you're in the fourth grade. You're too young for this.
The turn happened really
Let your
fast with
mom get the
them.
food for you. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll go to the grocery store. You don't need to fend for yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, as they continue making their way downtown, if you will, though they keep getting distracted with hunger, they do get their eyes on the bear bus finally, as it's, yes, strolling through a busy part of downtown. But it ducks into very quickly an alleyway. It seems to be going alleyway, the bus, the bear bus, alleyway to alleyway.
Mhm.
And all of this darting around, though, to like, 'cause they were full speed ahead, which we know Peregrine Falcons, very, very
Very
fast.
fast. Mhm.
They are pretty exhausted. They're not used to this. They're not in Peregrine Falcon shape, if you will.
Yeah.
So they need to find a place to perch. And like this happens a couple times to a couple of the kids at various points, but right now to Carlos,
Hmm.
where like they're trying to figure out like where they can sit and rest. And like Carlos's like head starts spinning, and we see like the skyscraper in front of him like become a cliff. And he's like, perfect, we'll rest here. Kind of
Oh
thing. Like,
no, like hunger delusion
yes.
almost, like
Of
going a
like
little,
he's seeing the
yeah,
wilderness everywhere here. Again, the urban jungle. It's coming, it's becoming
yeah,
real here.
yikes.
But yes, he darts towards it with DA, with Dorothea screaming behind him. It's not a cliff. But As they approach, Dorothy Ann does see that on like the ledges, like the windowsills of this building, that there are other falcons, which is what birds do in a city. They do use
Yeah.
buildings as like nooks and crannies, and that's why a lot of birds can survive in cities because of skyscrapers are essentially they become the cliffs essentially that a
Yeah.
lot of birds actually
Yeah.
live in and that kind of stuff and like nest in. So, yes, Dorothy Ann and Carlos, they stop, they take a little rest safely on this skyscraper slash cliff, not a cliff. But
City Cliff.
city cliff.
Yeah.
With the rest of the kids, though, um, they have no idea where the Falcons went. They're just
Yeah.
gone at this point.
Like, we can't see you guys. Yeah. First off,
They
you're
don't know.
super fast. And second off, you're super high up.
Yeah,
Like,
we've no idea where you are now.
Ralphie's
I'm a
too busy eating
possum. Yeah,
cherries. Arnold's crying
exactly.
from that raccoon that threatened him.
And is hungry still.
Yeah. Like, the rest of the class is actually falling apart. Glad you
Yeah,
two Falcons are having a great time
a nice
on top of the
nap.
skyscraper.
Yeah, get a
Yeah.
good view up there from of the city. Great. I'm glad you
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Nice. Nice breeze in your face, probably, I bet.
Yeah,
Hmm. How
lovely.
kind.
Good
Yeah.
for
How
you.
lovely.
So, yes, the Falcon's MIA at this point. And the other animals are like kind of caring less and less about the situation as, yes, their hunger grows and grows.
Yeah.
And to the point where Arnold, again, he's had a rough night. He, of all people, slash foxes, basically says, like, fuck it, I'm gonna go find food. I got my
Mm.
nose, I'm gonna follow it wherever it takes me. And Arnold just
Yeah.
bolts into the streets. Like,
Lone wolf, lone
lone
fox.
lone fox, but you know what? Everyone agrees. They're like, yeah,
Oh,
let's go find some food. Bus?
good.
Who? Never heard of it.
Never.
Falcons? Don't care.
Yeah.
Food? Must
Need
find.
it.
Need
Hmm.
it. So, yes, they all bolt into downtown. And as they're like scavenging around, they're trying to again use their noses to find the best deal, the best buffet, essentially, aka
Yeah.
trash somewhere.
All you can eat.
All you can eat buffet situation. They do see two adult humans like pause in front of an alleyway and start screaming and running away
Oh no.
that there's a bear. So
Okay, so they found the bear
the
again.
alarms have now been set off in the city that there is a
Yeah,
bear in the
people
city right
know.
now.
Hmm.
And this, for the kids, is good news because now they found the bear. So they all
Yeah.
scurry down the alleyway or to the direction of that alleyway. This, for the bear bus, though, is probably really bad news because now,
Yes.
yes, the again, the alarms have been sounded.
Animal control is on their way with they're
Oh,
loading up the tranquilizer guns, they're getting their nets ready. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Alexis,
We've had some bears loose in DC recently, so I
pin.
know the protocol.
Put a pin in
Just
that.
say it. Okay.
And Alexis, I've told you to put a pin in the bear
A
situation
lot of
before. It's
things.
just the same pin from earlier, but we are going to unpin one now
All right. Great.
because you're probably wondering, boop, like
Mhm.
beyond the fact, like, how are these the first people who spotted this bear? And beyond the
Yeah.
fact that, like, this bear is probably only sticking to alleyways, like, well, because that's where the stinky human food is, and that's where it's
Food.
the most
Mhm.
accessible. Like, I'm sure other people saw the bear before this. This is just the first ones that we saw.
Yeah.
And Alexis, I'm going to pause here to tell you, speaking of human food that's easily accessible,
Uh-huh.
to tell you about the bunch of scoundrels that are the Lake Tahoe bears.
Oh,
Are you
I'm intrigued.
familiar with the bear problem in Lake Tahoe?
No, I am not. No. I
Oh,
mean, I know that there are bears there, but I didn't know
mm-hmm.
that they're notorious or even
Oh,
infamous for that matter. I just thought they were happy
oh,
little bears. They're like Tahoe bears.
they are happy little bears.
Yeah. Okay.
Not everyone's so happy though.
Oh
So
gosh.
I'm gonna pause here to tell you, I mainly got about these
Yes.
bears, and I mainly got the info here from Paige Williams' New Yorker article entitled "The Lake Tahoe's Bear Boom," and
Okay.
it's from 2024, so just last year. But this has been
Oh,
a
very
problem
new.
for
Okay.
a
Recent.
number of years.
Yeah.
So, Alexis,
Okay. I'm interested. Yes.
black
Yes.
bears flourished in the Tahoe Basin, so in California, after grizzly bears, which used to be the main predator of the region at the time,
Mm.
like it basically all the grizzly bears in a lot of places in the West were like killed off in the early 20th century, including like
Oh.
in Washington, there used to be more grizzly bears. There still are some, but like in California, used to be grizzly bears. They were basically a lot of them were killed off. And so
Hmm.
this gave
Like
room for,
hunting killed off, or like some sort of
oh no, like
sickness,
human
like
killed
genetic.
off.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
necessarily all
Because they're
like
vicious,
hunting
or
for
because
sport, but like
yeah,
classic
and
American
people
way, like we
love
don't like
like
you.
bear stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Gotcha. I
yeah,
see
yeah,
people
not
like
a
wearing
great
bear
way.
fur and shit like that. And okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Just wanted to make sure that I was, yeah,
Yes, no, it was us.
following.
It was us who
Yeah,
killed them
okay,
off.
as per usual. Got it. Got it.
Yes. And so this gave way for other species like black bears, who are notoriously resilient and opportunistic, to thrive here and basically like expand their reach and their population.
Mhm.
So not only can black bears adapt to environments, but part of this like adaptability is essentially that they will eat basically anything. But the most
Mhm.
dangerous part of black bears, Alexis, is that they're lazy. And by this,
Yeah.
I mean they
Hmm.
would rather be able to get food easily as possible, even if it's not a huge meal, because if it's an easy meal, like whatever, it works.
Yeah.
And a reliably easy meal, like done. Why would I hunt for something when I could just
Yeah.
dig around some trash cans for something, you know?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
who cares? It might be dangerous. It's easy. It's easy peasy. And that's what we,
Yeah.
the black bears, want.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
Preach. Preach,
Hmm.
black
That's what the
bears.
black bears are all about. Grizzly bears and polar bears, on the other hand, no, no, they
Nah, they're
love that
trying way
hard
too
work.
hard. Look what happened to
Exactly.
them. Look hard they try. Look what happened to
See
those
what
grizzly
happens when you
bears.
try hard?
Regret.
You get killed.
You
Yeah.
get killed off. So, fun fact, black bear's sense of smell is 7 times better than even like a bloodhound's. So they are
Mm,
extremely high sense of smell. And
seven
it's,
times. Wow.
yeah. And it's said that
That's a
they can
lot.
even remember the tracest scent that they have picked up at one point, to the point where they'll
Hmm.
teach their cubs, like, years ago, I grabbed a slice of pepperoni pizza from this trash can. So here's how you get back to this trash can. There might be a slice of pepperoni pizza there again.
Years ago. Gather around, kids. Let me
Gather
tell
around.
you.
Children, grandchildren,
All
come
gray in
come
the face.
hither. Kids, listen to your elders. They know about the pepperoni pizza can.
Have you heard of the pepperoni pizza from Elm Street?
Back in my day, kids, there used to be a Papa John's there. And
We
one
traveled
day,
long and far.
one day it may return, they say.
You will be ready when that day comes.
Yes, you'll be prepared. Our family will be the first ones there, ready to feast again. And so, what does a flourishing population of bears in Tahoe and their love of easy
Yeah.
eats all have to do with one another? Well,
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
years, the Lake Tahoe area in California has been growing and growing and growing in popularity, both with people living there permanently, but mainly with tourists. It's become really a really big tourist destination, like adventure destination. And it is beautiful, I understand. And what always comes with more humans, Alexis? We called them this
Mm,
earlier. Trash.
trash.
More trash.
Yeah.
More
We
garbage.
are our own favorite thing.
We sure
Trash.
are.
Bring it with us everywhere.
We are it and we bring it. And so, this to a bear is the equivalent of a new food court being built.
Yeah.
And
Yikes.
especially the more careless people are, which a lot of them
Hmm.
are, the easier it is for these bears to get this food court food, and the more bold they may reach or they may become in order to get this meal. Because
Yeah.
remember, if it's an easy get, they're gonna do it. And Alexis, what's easier? What's even easier than going through a dumpster where like there could or could not be food? Let me tell you. Do you have an idea? Because,
Okay. I was like, please don't make me answer. I don't know. I can't think.
well,
Is it a riddle?
Alexis, it's
What? What is easier?
letting themselves into people's homes and getting into their
Okay.
pantries
Yeah.
and refrigerators.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
And
Now, this I have heard of a bit, although I guess
yes,
not exclusively to Lake Tahoe, but it
yes,
makes sense that Lake Tahoe would specifically have a big problem with this.
yes. And
Yes.
Alexis, here's where we also get to our true crime of this episode because
Oh, yay. Wow. I
not
love it when we
only
can do this.
are they obviously breaking and entering into people's houses, but
Yeah.
this one
They're
time,
stealing.
um, some bears made themselves at home in a empty vacation home because that's a lot of the homes in Tahoe are now vacation homes and Airbnbs. And once, one of well, in one case, they accidentally turned all the faucets and stoves on inside of the house, just leaving all the gas on and flooding it.
They
But
were thirsty and cold.
they were
All
thirsty
right.
and chilly.
Yeah.
But once one accidentally turned on the stove because they bumped into it, and then accidentally, so they claim, so their lawyer
Accidentally.
said, their bear
Yeah.
lawyer said,
For the
um,
lawyers listening, allegedly accidentally.
allegedly, it knocked over the stove and burnt the entire house down.
Oh my God. And that's not a place where you want a fire to break out.
No,
Yeah.
no. And look,
A lot of trees, a lot of woods.
not saying this bear was an arsonist, but allegedly, that's what
I
I'm allegedly
mean,
saying.
but all of the clues point to it.
But all of the claws
All
point
of
to
the
it.
evidence. Yeah, all the claws
What am I gonna
point
say?
to it.
Who's
There's
to
a
say?
long, long trail of bear DNA leading into
Yes.
this crime scene. I
Yeah,
don't
tape it
know.
off. There's tufts of fur everywhere.
Yeah.
There's
See,
giant,
they know they've been monitoring humans long enough to know that
yes.
fire is a critical component of cooking the food that we eat and that they love to steal. They haven't
And
made the total connection yet, but they're like, we need a fire.
but this
We
bear
need
also
fire.
knew that fire gets rid of evidence
Oh, even
quite
worse.
well.
They're
These bears have
evolving
learned
way too
too much.
rapidly.
Yeah, exactly. These
They're
bears
evolving a little too quick.
too smart for their own good, and that's the problem
Yeah.
we're facing here.
People of Lake Tahoe, please watch yourselves, watch your
Watch your,
families.
yeah, watch
The
your kid,
black bears
hide
are
your
way
kids,
too smart.
hide your wife.
Hide your wives. They're gonna find you.
They will find you. So between 2017 and 2020, people in Tahoe, California reported on average 674 encounters with bears that year,
Oh
or
my
those
God.
during throughout those years. And I will
Yeah.
say,
Oh, okay. Still though. And a
yeah,
lot more were probably not reported. But anyways, yeah.
yes. And did say that, yes, between 2021 and 2022, that that number nearly doubled or more than doubled, I think. But I do want to have some caveats that I'm putting in of like,
Okay.
one, like you said, maybe people weren't reporting as much before. Two, think of like the how much outdoor recreation increased because of
Mm,
COVID. Like I
yeah,
think there's
that's
probably a
true.
lot more people. And
Yeah.
by encounters, like I like using that term that we've learned from Tooth and Claw, another podcast shout out, of like calling
Yes.
them encounters rather than attacks or anything like that. Like these bears aren't attacking
Yeah.
people. It's literally just
Right.
like I looked out my back window and I saw a bear 4 houses down just walking. Like that counts as an
Exactly.
encounter of like
Yeah.
I saw a bear. But nonetheless, that's a fuckload of bear sightings or like
Yeah.
encounters nonetheless.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't expect you to know this, but I do wonder what the size of Lake Tahoe is too. I don't think it's like a super. I know there's a lot of people there, but I don't
Yeah.
think like the permanent resident
Residents,
population
yeah.
is like, yeah,
A
super big.
ton.
So when you think of
Yeah.
like per capita, bear sightings per
Yes,
capita,
it's a lot.
probably massive, probably like the most in the country or like the
Exactly, right.
world.
And I think that's like
Yeah.
why there's such like it's known as like the Lake Tahoe Bears kind of thing because
Yeah.
of that. And two of like, because it's so many vacation homes, like
Yeah.
the houses are empty. So like bears will like make little dens in like crawl spaces because people just
Yeah.
aren't there. It's like basically like it's just a playground for them. But I think it also does include like the trails and that kind of stuff. Like there's so much
Mm,
hiking out there. So I think that
yeah.
also gets
Yeah.
included in like the Tahoe encounters kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Gosh. People probably like reinforce those vacation homes now after that
dude,
one burnt down.
right? You take like
Lord, we gotta put
unplug, like
steel
undo your
doors.
gas. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess turn off your water, everything. Like that's
Right. Really
these
shut it
bears
down
are
when you're not there. And
notorious brown bears. Ooh.
yes, black bears.
Mm.
because brown bears are also
Sorry.
grizzly
Thank you.
bears. That's
Brown
something
bears are
very
very
different.
dangerous. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Black bears. Sorry.
But
Thank you. Thank you.
as you can imagine, this is a huge problem. Of course, for the safety of people, because like we shouldn't be out there fucking with wildlife, even though like LOL, too late we are. Um,
Mhm.
we have absolutely though like fucked over these bears. So one, we've habituated bears to our food, which like our food packs so it's like so much like caloric density and sugars and fats. Like it's just so
Addicting.
much more of what any animal needs immediately. And it's really easy access to meals. Again, they're lazy. They want to be lazy. We've given them the laziest
Mhm.
option.
Yeah.
And habituation, which I know, Alexis, I'm pretty sure you do know, but for those who don't, it's
Tell
essentially
me.
when animals stop responding, like the technical definition, like they stop responding to certain stimuli after repeated exposure that doesn't have like any punishment to it. So essentially, like, for example, here, a bear has gotten so exposed to people without people posing harm or threat that the bears essentially stop fearing
Mm.
the people. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they can be super
They'll
bold around
approach them.
people. Yeah, exactly. They can be
Yeah.
bold around people. They can be super calm around people while trying to find some snacky poos because they know people aren't going to do anything to them. They're like, I'm
Exactly.
not scared of you. What are you
Yeah.
going to do? Nothing. You don't do
That
anything.
grandpa bear has spent many nights telling his
Oh,
grandchildren bear about the
do not
friendly
fear the
humans who put their
humans.
food out. Do not, the
Yes.
humans are our friends. They do things that we dislike many times, but
Yes.
generally speaking, they're a friendly
Yes. They
being.
shan't hurt you. And like this is why in like a lot of national parks, like the first thing, like if you see a bear getting too comfortable, like the park rangers, the first thing they'll do is actually like I forget what it's called, but essentially like trying to like scare the bear, like freak the bear out. So like
Yeah.
every time they go to this one dumpster, it's like, okay, let's scare the bear so they associate this area with like
Yeah.
fear so we don't have to hurt the bear because the bear then won't hurt us,
We're
that kind of
using like
thing.
using like human psychological tricks on animals now.
Yes.
It's just a whole other level of good Lord.
Right. Yeah, being
What have
like,
we become?
I know, like we've done this to them. Like the animals are just doing what
Yeah.
they naturally are going to do,
Exactly what
which
they
is find
do.
food.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, yeah, they've associated like this area is full of food that I want. Like I'm now habituated to human food and also don't care about the humans kind of thing.
Hmm.
So, obviously, honestly, this is clearly the humans' fault that the bears have become like this. The bears are just trying to
Yeah.
survive, but we've like fucked them over even more. Because
Hmm.
not only is it like threatening the bears for their day-to-day safety, like they could get hit by a car, like crossing the road at night. They
Yeah.
could also like a person could freak out and like shoot the bear in their yard, even if the bear is just like
Yeah.
walking through.
Yeah.
But normalizing the access to human food, this article was saying, is essentially fucking up like their hibernation schedule. Because basically, like part of the hibernation is
Oh.
like they have to get so much rich and dense and calorically dense food
Yeah.
before they hibernate. But now there's ample amounts of food year round to sustain them that some black bears have been shown that they just aren't hibernating anymore. Like they're like, we don't need
Wow.
to. I can get food all the time now.
Whenever you see there's a
Yeah.
buffet right down the road, let's
Right. Why
go.
do I got
Yeah. I don't
nap for a
need
few
things to
months?
grow or fish to, water to not be frozen.
Exactly.
And I can't grab fish,
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Like food is here
Yeesh.
always now. So it's like fucking up
Yeah.
their actual like natural cycles and like
Yeah, which
evolution
I can't
essentially.
even think of the like domino effect that
Right.
will have for
Exactly. I'm
them,
not smart
just
enough to
like
know that.
psychologically. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Or how they'll interact just in the wild. Yeah. Ooh,
Right.
gosh.
And like, what
Oh,
if
man.
suddenly that
Unintended
food source,
consequences.
yeah, like what if you're a cub who's only grown up with that and that food source does get removed? Like you get booted out to the wild. Like,
Uh-huh.
are you, after enough generations, are you going to still instinctually know to hibernate and like find food beforehand?
Yeah.
Or like, are you just going to die now?
And like
So,
developmentally too, how that
right.
will impact them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, like the
Yeah.
actual physical development, not the mental and like instinctual stuff. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Exactly. So, yeah,
We're always doing the most, us
we're
humans, always
doing the
doing the
most
most.
that no one asked
Oh God.
for.
Nope.
So, yes, it's obviously, again, dangerous to people, especially those who walk outside their homes to a bear.
Hmm.
And, for those who see bears, instead of stopping to take a video of a bear rooting around your trash, which a lot of people, especially tourists, will do, you should try and
Hmm.
scare away the bear. Black bears are notoriously skittish, and most of the time, like you will send it scampering, yell, raise your arms, look big, You never want to
Mm-hmm.
turn your back on a bear. Stand your ground. Slowly retreat if you do see a bear, like very slow. A black bear, we're only talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Slowly walk
Yeah,
away.
whole other set
Never.
of rules for any other type of
Yeah,
bear.
exactly.
But
You
yeah,
never want
yeah.
to block a bear's exit path as well. So, like in a yard or something, like
Uh,
never like walk in front of the gate it may have walked into. Like, give it a
don't
clear,
threaten it.
yeah, or like a clear way to get out, essentially, kind of
Hmm.
thing. But you do want to be big and be loud. And most of the time, like I've run into so many black bears before. If you just make a single loud noise, they're like, "Oh shit!" and bolt out of there. Like
It's the
they're
five
scared.
zero. It got me.
Book it.
Scat.
Scatter.
Man.
So
Mm.
I will leave you now with just a few notes here.
Hmm.
And we're bringing it back, Alexis, to what I mentioned before, which is crime and these bears.
Oh,
I mentioned the arson one earlier, but
yeah.
here is a direct quote from this New Yorker article because I was like, I simply can't put it better. Insurance companies usually cover property damage caused by bears, though it's becoming
Okay.
harder to get some types of this insurance in California due to wildfires. So essentially, the
Yeah.
property damage being like natural causes.
Hmm.
And then I continue the quote. Recently, an insurer received a claim that a bear had vandalized a Rolls Royce. Investigators showed security footage of the incident to wildlife biologists, who
Uh-huh.
determined that the perpetrator was a human in a bear costume.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Additional claims were filed for other luxury cars, and 4 people were charged with fraud. Insurance fraud of ruining these cars
Thank
dressed as a
God.
bear.
Thank God. That there's so much to unpack there.
Cultural
There's a
appropriation
lot.
of bears, first and foremost.
Yeah, yeah.
Again,
First of all, how dare you? How
how dare.
dare you blame it? How dare you?
First of all, how dare you?
You. Like, has this person never seen a black bear before? I imagine that I really got to find this footage because I
I
really
should have
want
looked it
to
up.
believe. Did you watch it
No, I
too and
should have
stuff?
looked it up. I
Oh,
will when we're
sorry,
done
they
and
said
send
you
it to
did.
you.
Because like black bears are like the smallest bears in America, right? Like
Yeah.
they're not, I mean, I guess other than like, well, yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're like
It's just
they're
them and
smaller.
grizzly bears in America. Yeah, North
Yeah, like
America.
they're way smaller than grizzly bears, but I want to believe that this person was like standing up in like a
Yes.
human bear suit, just
Like
like
just
hitting a
not even
hammer
try.
on the car.
Just like
Yeah.
slashing the tires.
Yeah.
It has
But
like
it's like
because it said
in
it was
comparison, a black bear would be
vandalized.
like up to its knees, not even.
Yeah.
You
Because it was
know.
vandalized, it has like spray paint. It's like tagging the car.
The bears were here. Or like spray paint a bear paw on the car.
Exactly
Make it
as the
look like a
tag.
bear did this.
A
Yeah.
bear was here.
Ugh. That person deserved it. They deserve it. I
Yeah.
assume if they got a vacation house in Lake Tahoe and a Rolls Royce, that
Yeah. I don't feel
I
that
probably
bad
wouldn't
for
have been
them.
rooting for them yeah, in the first place. But
Yeah, I definitely on in this scenario, I'm on the side of the real bears who were slandered during
yes,
this.
absolutely. Yeah,
You know?
that's slander. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Sue
those
them for
bears need to
libel
call
right
their
now.
lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
The lawyer who
sweet karma
protected the
though.
one for the bear arsonist, get him in here for this slander
Yeah.
case. There's one bear lawyer in Tahoe, and he's rolling deep in it. She's rolling
He's
deep in
seen
this.
it all. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
seen it all. And also, screw those people for fucking up insurance for like everyone in Lake Tahoe
Dude,
now, or for
yeah.
yeah, because you just. I mean, I'm sure that the insurance companies were probably already struggling because like that is kind of a hard thing to do unless you
Yeah.
actually have footage of a bear destroying your
Hmm.
property, which I'm sure a lot of people do because they can afford security cameras.
Right.
But now this person just fucked it up for everyone because they're like, oh,
Right.
well, in the event that there isn't a security camera,
Was
how
it?
do we?
How do we know which one the
Sure,
person?
please.
A
Like they're making their
bear?
insurance claim. They're like, yeah, let me see the bear costume. They're like
Yeah,
searching
give me
their
the bear.
closets for bear costumes. Like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. We know you did this. You dressed up as a bear and did it yourself.
We've
It's like,
seen it
no, a
before.
bear literally attacked me. Yeah.
Right. I'm bleeding. I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
Sure
It's
you
like they have a
are.
giant bite mark out of their
There's
arm.
yeah,
Like,
like fur everywhere. Like and like
please
black bear attacks like
help me.
so rarely happen.
Super
They're like,
rare.
sure,
Yeah.
okay, a black bear
Sure.
attacked you.
Okay, if you say
Sure.
so. Police,
But
look for the bear costume.
yeah, search them.
Book him. Yeah.
Is there a spirit Halloween that's opened up nearby?
Now I want to go as a bear for Halloween. I'm not even kidding. I want to find a bear
Be
costume that just
amazing.
inspired me. It's either going to be a reptile or a bear, all thanks to the Magic
Either
School
way,
Bus.
keep your face with it.
Yeah.
No hood.
No mask,
No
no covering.
mask. Yeah.
Yes, my
Just the
face in a
bare
bear
ears.
costume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
love it.
So, in conclusion for this very long side tangent,
Yeah.
I just want to say before you go into bear country, look up best practices, be bear
Hmm.
aware. Black bear attacks are insanely rare. The majority of encounters with people and bears, black bears, really most bears, is resolved without any actual conflict. Like, I live in bear country. This summer, we had a mama and three cubs in my neighborhood of black bears. And like, it's as simple as like before we would let our dogs out in the backyard, like, especially in the evenings and the morning, just like we've got woods behind our house, just like make a lot of loud noise, shout, spook those bears off just in cases,
Hmm.
like, avoid the trails that they might have been recently been spotted on. Make sure you're careful with your garbage cans and like they lock
Yeah.
up well. So yeah,
Yeah.
just be bear aware, be smart about it. If you're
Yeah.
unsure, like talk to your local park rangers, state, local, regional, national park rangers. They'll
Hmm.
have good answers for you.
Or animal control, even. They'll
Yeah,
usually,
exactly. Like just talk to some authority figure. Don't go on TikTok and just like hope for the best. You
you
don't know
know.
what these people's backgrounds are. Like go to a trusted authority. Just ask
Hmm.
them and just be smart. Make noise on
Yeah.
trails. Be aware.
Yeah. And I love that too, that you're emphasizing the whole like just get them to shoo off, don't like approach them and stuff,
Yeah.
because at least here, and I want to think in a lot of other places too,
Uh-huh.
if if like a wild animal isn't hurting anyone or like
Yeah.
showing signs of being rabid, then they're going to take it to like some wildlife preserve or they're going to put it back in some protected area or like, they'll
Yeah.
treat it, look at it. But if it attacks you or hurts you or it's rabid, they're
Yes.
probably just going to kill it on site. Like
Exactly.
when animal control or whoever comes, I should say, to
Yeah.
like take care of it if you see a wild animal and it's reported in. So like just let it
Yes.
be, back off so that we're not killing an innocent creature, and like let animal control or the park
Exactly.
service, whoever, come and just like maybe tranquilize it, calm it down, and then remove it from the scene and take it to a safer place where it should be and
Exactly.
where it
Right.
probably
Where
would
it can
want to
actually
be.
be.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
like this is how humans and animals have to interact. Don't like get it to
yes.
fight
Give
you
them
or get it,
space.
anger it or scare it, because then it
Yeah.
might bite you and then it's probably going to have to be put down, even though it's
Right.
totally
And
your
like,
fault for
it's yes,
agitating it.
exactly. Like the blood
Yeah.
of that bear may be on your hands. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, total random chance encounters do happen,
Yes.
et cetera, et
Yeah.
cetera. But like, if you're just smart about it, you can really avoid any actual encounters. And a huge part of that is, yeah, like put your phone away and like be smart about
Yeah.
it. You don't need to take a video of it. You don't need to like
No.
get closer to it. You don't need to approach a wild animal ever. Be a
Or
safe
literally
distance
poke it,
from it.
poke a
Yeah,
sleeping bear,
like exactly. Don't
like
poke the sleeping
let
bear.
it be.
Literally. I
Literally.
won't feel bad for you if you're the one antagonizing it and it
Mm-mm.
reacts.
And
I'm just
something
gonna
bad
say
happens.
it.
But I will hate you if the bear is killed because you
Yes,
antagonized it.
exactly.
So,
Yes.
do you want our hate? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I
Again, we're
don't think
we're
so.
we're real haters this episode. You don't like
We are.
raccoons? Hate
We don't
it.
like people.
Yeah, we don't like
Yeah.
people. You got trash. Yeah. You know what? It's who we are.
Is
Again,
who we are.
fall
Haters
brings
to the
out the
core.
worst in us because it's haters to the core.
Because we're coming alive. It
Because we're
brings out
coming
our true
alive,
selves,
baby.
actually. Yeah.
The hater is being fueled up by the chilly
Yes.
weather. Unstoppable. So,
Great
yes.
job, though. Great job.
Thank you. Thank
Love
you
learning
for
about
going
bears,
with me. I
especially.
know. I knew
Yeah.
I did this. I knew you'd love the side tangent.
Yeah.
I knew you'd love to learn about these bears.
Love
Long side
them.
tangent
Yeah.
because we can. So, anyways, by the time our back in Walkerville, the streets of Walkerville, by the time our team of furry creatures gets into the alleyway, though, the bear is gone. But
Uh-oh.
they do see that this is, yes, as we've been saying over and over again, a buffet of food.
Mhm.
There
Mhm.
are rats and possums feasting away on open bags and heaps and mounds of
Oh
trash.
my.
They're using all their little claws to slice it open.
Ugh.
And
Sounds kind of scary, actually, not gonna lie, especially because you
yeah,
brought the rats in there too, and they're like
ugh,
feasting, like
yeah,
little like shaking that they do
yeah.
when they're
They're going
munching down
rabid,
on
going
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah. Ugh.
But Alexis, at this point, bear, bear who? Everyone, including
Never heard of it.
Miss Frizz, dash over to the trash, scaring off those rats and stuff. And
Oh God.
Alexis, they all start eating the trash. Like Wanda is munching on a moldy carrot. The Frizz is like gnawing the meat off of the bone in the trash.
And like, let's remember everyone, rats were just eating that food. Like they're eating off of
This
rats basically right
Full
now.
feral mode,
This is
essentially.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like these are children.
These are
and a teacher, but like this is
these are
bad.
children that are now rooting and tooting around this trash, just like truly until their bellies are full. And
Eating
like
a rat's
only
leftovers.
eating a rat's leftovers, and only then are they like, oh, all right, a bear. We should we go find that thing? What do we need that bear for again? I don't know. I guess we'll go get some. I guess we'll go find them.
All right,
So
we're fueled up now. Just
we're
needed
ready
to,
to go.
we were getting a little groggy, a little
I needed a
hangry.
little
Just
sugar
needed
deficit
some,
there.
I need
Pet
some
myself back
energy.
up. Or
Thank God for
something.
their
What do we need
newly.
energy for again? For hunting? Oh, no.
No, not hunting.
Yes.
No. For burrowing? No. What do we
For
need it for?
hibernating? No, I'm a fox. I don't do that.
Yeah, what? Oh yeah,
Finding
bear. Bus. Bear bus.
Bear.
Bus bear.
Bus? What's a bus?
Right?
Bus bear.
Bus bear.
I think we go find a bear. Let's just go find a bear.
Bear.
We'll ask it. We'll find out when we get there. We'll ask it when we get there.
They're getting a little too far away from their humanity.
We're
Getting
getting
bad.
step by step too far. So, yes, they start to, the foxes use their noses again to pick up the scent of the bear. And this is about when our falcon children, who are finally done also just resting, don't forget, they've not been here for this feral feast. They were just taking a little nap on that cliff skyscraper.
Yeah.
Their feral feast. As they fly to rejoin the children, Alexis, we fully see another falcon who had been up there with them fall on in front of Carlos and DA, and Dorothy Ann is like terrified. Carlos is like, hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We see a falcon full on dive bomb and kill a pigeon. Like it grabs this pigeon by the neck with its talons.
See, now imagine if they had Carlos do that. You can't do that in a show.
Carlos is seeing red though. Carlos is like stretching those talons out.
Next.
He's like, let's go. And yeah, Dorothy Ann is like, we gotta find the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
We gotta get back to the class.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, again, Dorothy is the only one holding on to her humanity in this episode somehow. Like,
oh my God.
Barely, but she's holding on.
Also, that poor pigeon. I mean, I know it's the circle
birdie,
of life.
Bird world out there.
Yeah. Watch out.
Every time you see a pigeon now in DC, you got to be like, watch your back.
Watch your back. I did let a pigeon cross the sidewalk in front of me the other day. He was eating and he was like trying to scurry to get across before I walked up. I literally stopped and just like, I was like, go ahead. I was walking into the office. I was like, I don't have meetings this morning. Go ahead, little guy.
He's not even looking at you. He's like
scurried.
He's looking behind you for the falcons.
Yeah.
You, a human? I don't even give a shit about you.
She's blocking me. Yeah, it's a human shield.
No, all we are is human shield for pigeons in
As
the
he
city.
scurried across. Yeah, like, let me get back to safety. Yeah.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
You're right. You're probably right.
That's the least we can do for him.
I felt warmed and welcomed by it, but in hindsight, I was being used by the pigeon. Yeah.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all being used by pigeons these days?
Yes.
So, yes, the falcons rejoin the rest of the kids who are using their very strong noses to track the scent of this bear, which takes them to the outskirts of downtown now. It, by the way, is like full nighttime at this point. Like the sun has fully set. Again, I'm sure families are waiting by the phone for any updates from the local police.
Man, I didn't even think about the parents.
At this point, the kids are little animals walking on some railroad tracks outside of town. Like
they got their little stick and hanging bags.
They're whistling.
Yeah.
They're rooting around for some
little,
grub.
Like, tattered shoes and stuff. Yeah.
They're eating a tattered shoe from some dead body they found by the tracks. Like these are now.
They're lighting their beans over a fire, a can of beans. I did not even think about that, man. Yeah,
Mhm.
parents have got to be freaking out
It's
because we've never seen them on a field trip like after hours. I don't
no,
think. I mean, I
no.
guess in space, presumably they were because how much
They
time
get
goes
back to
by
the
when you're in
classroom though,
space.
like
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
They crossed
So
time zones to go to the rainforest, so there had to have been.
right.
I don't know, but this is the first time we're like legitimately
Yes.
seeing, hey, it's
Is
nighttime.
nighttime.
Yeah.
Real time
Oh boy.
nighttime, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, as they walk along the tracks, commenting a bit too happily about how it's actually not that hard to live out here as an animal. Like
Yeah, this
they
is
got the good food
easy.
in the city. Like as they're commenting on this, they see some wild foxes who like dash across the tracks and like run up a little hill into the woods, like to their den. And like
Hmm.
they're like, oh my God, that must be like some shelter up there. Let's go follow them. It's so chill and easy to like, we can do this, right? Like we can do this. So they get up there,
Hmm.
they find these foxes, which I'm only laughing now because we just talked about the rats. The adult fox like throws a rat to the like kits, like the baby foxes, and these kids just started playing like tug of war with a rat.
The kids, not
No, the
real foxes,
kits.
the
The
kids. Yeah.
kits. KIT.
Oh,
Baby
kits.
foxes.
Baby,
Sorry, that was
okay.
confusing of me
Oh, yeah. I
inattentionally,
thought you said
unintentionally.
kids. Yeah, I thought, oh
That'd be
gosh.
so much funnier though. But
It would be
the
hilarious, but trauma.
children are like, see, easy,
Wow. Yeah. Oh, so
food.
that's how we share the food.
Yeah, that's how.
Oh
But
gosh.
this little fox family abruptly stops tearing the rat limb to limb when they
Hmm.
hear a car door slam. And the family of foxes scurry off into their den.
Yeah.
And the kids, who, by the way, this ends up being a graveyard that they're all hanging out in, which speaks to me personally as both almost spooky season and also living behind a graveyard, in
Yes.
front of a graveyard.
Like looking for little foxes and hordes of
Exactly.
animals just roaming the graveyard.
And Alexis, we pan over to the car here, and let's now unpin a pin from the very start, where we
Okay.
see two men walk out of the car, one carrying a flashlight, and the other carrying a whole ass tranquilizer rifle,
No.
talking about how the bear must be out here somewhere, and we are ready to shoot it when we see it.
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
Luckily, I will say at first they do not say tranquilizer, and I was like, oh shit.
This is
What?
bad. Also, what are they trying to teach us in
Well,
this show?
what's happening right now? But
Yeah.
luckily, they do eventually say it is a trank gun, and they
Good.
will essentially like their plan is to yes, tranquilize it and bring it out into the woods further away, which you do
Hmm.
mentioned is sometimes they do. Sometimes, like if a bear is too habituated, parks and stuff will relocate it, which actually doesn't always work because again, they can remember where a
Yeah.
scent was from years
Yeah.
ago. So sometimes they
Probably
find their
like
way
drives them
back.
crazy too because they were
Exactly.
habituated. They were used to where they were.
Yes.
So,
So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I don't know how
mm,
often this is the solution or not. I have already gone on too long of a bear tangent. But, anyways, this is pretty bad news for the kids who now see,
yeah.
like,
Yeah. We
wait,
need that bus
so
alive and
yeah, we need that
awake.
bus alive and here. Like,
Yeah.
how are we going to track it in the woods far away? Conk down. We need to get to this bus before these men do. Until I guess we turn into animals forever. So, yes.
This is a mess.
It's it's a mess. I
This
will
is
say, like,
bad.
this does snap at least Tim out of going feral. Like, he's like,
Okay, good.
hold on now. Not everyone though. Phoebe, our animal lover, is like,
Yeah, but
look,
Dorothy was already there too. Or no,
yes.
Dorothy, or sorry,
No,
Dorothy
Dorothy
Ann and
was there.
Carlos, are they back with them
Yes,
though?
they're
Or
with
are they
them.
still okay, good.
Yep, they're
Because I
with
was like,
them.
Dorothy Ann on her own can't convince
She's
the whole
got
class, but her and Tim together
exactly.
can start to like, yeah.
Exactly. Like, do some
Okay,
footwork here.
good.
And like,
Doesn't sound like Miss Friz is helping that much. She's not, she doesn't, she seems to enjoy raccoon life.
again, that raccoon from earlier is like this witch. Like, come on
Again.
now. We've
Yeah.
been through this. You're not a raccoon. And she's like, you're not a
Stop
raccoon.
trying.
Yeah. She just mocks the other raccoons.
He's like, yeah, it's the last time they'll say I'm not a
Yeah.
raccoon.
Look at my
She has such a
power.
vendetta. Yeah.
Actually, the raccoon from earlier was like an old coworker of Frizzle's who just pissed her off. has gone full feral, real raccoon.
Raccoon.
We've seen all
Yeah,
these animals from before. This is her previous class that we've mentioned before, who
this
we've never
checks out.
seen. Yeah. The ones that got lost in the Arctic, the ones who went full feral, she never turned them back.
It's coming
Oh,
together now.
yes. So yeah, so Tim and Dorothea need to get to work because like some of the kids, like Phoebe, is like, clearly we'd be fine. There's plenty of animals thriving out here. Like
Hmm.
whatever. Like we don't
She's
care
an
at this
animal
point.
lover. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, Tim is on the case. He harnesses that little fox nose and continues to sniff around the graveyard and does pick up bear scent. But way stronger than the bear scent is where he thinks the bear knows the bear definitely went, which is nearby the city dump. So,
Hmm. Naturally.
yep, they head in that direction and sprint over that way. Unfortunately, the men with the trank gun also had the same idea as the kids that the bear, of course, would want this true Golden Corral buffet level cruise ship buffet situation here. So we
Yum.
do see that the men are walking around the dump, tracking bear tracks that they found within it, getting closer
Mm.
and closer to Bus Bear. So as the kids then dash around the dump to find the bear, they do spot it where it's like stuffed itself between some trash, eating around. It's like in like a little den that it's made. But
Mhm.
at the same time, the men approach this bear. And so Tim, acting on impulse and wanting to distract the men, runs towards them, like runs out and like to the middle, kind of like right in front of the men. And they like shine the flashlight on him and they're like, oh, it's a baby fox, whatever. Like, they don't care at all.
No, okay, don't care.
Right. They're
Those
like,
don't
oh,
do
cute.
any
Okay.
next.
Yeah, they literally just turn the flashlight away and keep walking. Like Tim's plan went nowhere at all.
Sorry, Tim. Oh well.
But at
Try
this
again,
point,
buddy.
yes. But at this point, Frizz, who is like, oh shit, one of my children could have just gotten shot by this trank gun. Maybe it's time for me to step up. This could have actually
Yeah.
been worse than I thought.
It's like,
So,
okay, no more cooning around here. No.
all right, we'll shut it down. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And the Frizz, at this point, she sprints out right in front of these men,
Oh no.
hissing, growling, being fucking rabid at them. Just, I'm assuming she foams out the mouth for dramatic effect somehow.
May
Just
as well.
full on, like, haunches up, like, kind of thing, like little
Yeah.
claws out. She is about to
Full
fuck
mama
these men
raccoon.
up. Yeah, Mama
Yeah.
Raccoon, full force.
Which is
Yes.
risky to do.
Yes, she could have, high risk, high reward. She could have gotten shot right then
Yeah,
and there,
exactly.
abandoned these kids,
They would have
completely screwed them
never,
over.
they don't know how to use the magic school bus. Like
Well,
they,
just trank the raccoon, continue the trail for the bear, trank the bear. Now the teacher and the bus are gone, and these children are
they're
just
done.
animals now forever.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Also, is Liz, where's Liz been? Is she still a
She's
lizard or is
she's
she,
on the bus. She's just
oh,
chilling.
so
Yeah.
she's inside of the bear?
Yeah. Again, it's like we can see it's still a bus
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing. Liz is just
Okay.
along for the ride. Liz is like, all right, YOLO.
I think Liz is also magic, so she's never concerned
Yeah, she's
because
like,
she
I
knows
can
she
get
can
myself out
always
of
just
this.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Easy. Easy.
Hmm.
So, yes, luckily the risk pays off. The men are like, we are not going to fuck with a rabid raccoon.
Good.
We'll
Hmm.
come back for the bear in the morning. It's definitely just going to sleep here and keep eating. It hasn't done any harm yet. Like,
Yeah.
maybe we'll bring reinforcements in the morning. We'll see what happens. But luckily, yes, the men run off and the
Good.
kids are able to run back up to the bus bear. It's able to turn back into the bus, probably, I think, because of Liz pulling some levers inside there.
Nice. Yeah. Liz is like, all right, this has gone on long enough. We
Oh,
get,
right. She almost saw Frizz get shot. She's like, all right, let's wrap
yeah.
this up. Let's.
Yeah.
I've been listen. I've been listening to the local police radio scanner, and
Yeah.
these kids need to get home.
Yeah, they're sending in a lot of reinforcements, actually.
Yeah.
This is going to get bad before it gets better. So
We gotta
let's
wipe our hands clean of this.
yeah, field trip's over. All right,
Yep.
kids, let's wrap it up.
Let's go home. Let's go home, kids.
Yeah.
You guys all smell like trash also. Let's go home.
You have
Like a bone hanging out of your
freaking
mouth.
Wanda, yeah. Like trash hanging out of her mouth. They're like mold from the carrot,
Yeah.
like on her cheeks.
In the fur. Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
But yes, they are luckily able to transform everyone back into children, presumably get them back home, etc., etc., etc. Everything for them presumably ends moderately okay. They have a lot of explaining to do,
They do.
but
They
moderately
need to
okay.
get some shots. That's for
They
sure.
need to get some shots for sure. They had a lot of that trash. Rat trash.
Yeah.
So we end, of course, with our Magic School Bus hotline, where our male producer is, yes, telling the kids the moral of the story, which is just because we don't always see the animals living in the city, we can see signs of them everywhere if we just stop to
Nice.
look around. Animals are adaptable, etc., etc. We live with them in harmony and should care for them. Blah, 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 blah. The end.
Yes. Basically, the end. Well done. And basically, like what
Thank you.
how we concluded our bear talk
Yes.
on. Like, and it's funny because I was kind of wondering, like, what is the science lesson of all of this? I was trying to piece it together. Like, it can't really be the animal ecosystem because, like,
Yeah.
the city isn't their natural ecosystem.
Yes.
So I guess it is about just like the cohabitation or
adapted.
coexistence of,
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yes.
Well done.
So
Well done.
thank you. Thank you. It was a very fun final for me. Magic School Bus episode. I got to talk about bears. I got to talk about animals. We got turned
Got to
into
see
not
Frizz go
scary.
wild.
Yes, Frizz got wild in there. Yeah, it was great. It was very fun. And Alexis, between now and next week.
Good bear safety tips too. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes,
Thank you.
that
Thank you.
everyone
Yes.
should heed too.
Yes, always be bear aware and look to the local authorities for
Very
advice on it.
aware.
Very aware. Yes, exactly. So, Alexis, between now and next week for your final episode of Magic School Bus for this arc, who should our listeners and viewers tell about the show?
You should tell. I don't think we've done animal control before. Maybe. I think we've done like dog catchers.
Oh,
which,
yeah. I think we
nah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, animal control though, because usually, again, like I said, they're good folks. As long as the animals are not, hurting people or showing signs of sickness, then they're going to take care of the animals. They're going to control them, not neutralize them.
Yes.
So yeah, tell some animal control people as they're doing their ride-alongs, they can listen. They can listen to us.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Who should they tell?
I think after that, you should tell a bear biologist. We talked a lot about bears. They're
Nice.
a good resource of how to actually stay safe around bears and what to do and what not to do. There's a lot of them out there. You can find them on Instagram and that kind of stuff. So tell a bear biologist about the show. They can correct the things I've said in this episode that were incorrect. Sorry, I'm sure there were things. I'm not a bear biologist,
Help us out.
believe it or not. Yeah.
You did great.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm also not a bear biologist, but I say that you did just fine.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Mysteries.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share, rate, review, leave us a like, and drop a comment. We post episodes every Saturday and bonus tune tangents whenever we feel like it. So please subscribe so you don't miss the shenanigans.
And if you want to follow us on YouTube, click the bell under the YouTube subscribe button to receive notifications when new videos are posted.
And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, we have no idea what you're listening to us on, so just hit the big subscribe button on whatever app you're using. We believe in you.
Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at SatmornMist, all the abreves, and let us know if you have any episode or show requests by emailing SaturdayMorningMysteries@gmail.com.
Thanks to Jenna Kendall for the logo design and to Ava Sakiki for the music used during this week's episode.
See y'all groovy kids next week on Saturday Morning Mysteries.